So we're hosting Thanksgiving in our home this year, and it's a party of 12. So I'm already thinking ahead, trying to get everything on paper to plan accordingly so that I won't feel behind and overwhelmed Wednesday night. So the menu is going to be turkey, and we've always done oven roasted turkey, and so we're sticking with that. I heavily season the turkey with sage and rosemary, thyme, salt, pepper, garlic powder, lots of butter, and we wrap it in bacon. And the yummy juices from the bacon just continuously bake the turkey throughout the whole cooking process. And we get a lot of compliments from our turkey because it's never dry. It is so delicious. So we'll be having our famous turkey with some cornbread dressing. It's actually a southern dish that I learned when I moved to Tennessee, and it's my favorite Thanksgiving food item. I love it. So I make homemade bone broth for it. I make the cornbread homemade, and I use my sourdough white bread for the ingredients and fill it with the herbs from my garden, and it is a delicious accompaniment to the turkey and the mash and the gravy all over everything. It's so good. Mash we do homemade as well, and gravy we do on the spot right before serving with the turkey drippings and delicious grass-fed butter with homemade bone broth. And we're also going to have Brussels sprouts as our veggie side. I'm going to keep those simple. I got big, fresh Brussels sprouts, so I'm going to cut them in half and pan fry them on high with butter. And right when they start to get really bright green, I cover it so that it steams a little bit, so they're tender but still very bright green. It's beautiful. It'll be the perfect green food item for our plate. Also gonna make some cranberry sauce, homemade. Ivan loves cranberry sauce, so I follow the recipe on the package with the cinnamon and the orange slices, and I refrigerate it overnight. So that's a make-ahead dish that is delicious and easy, and we prefer the homemade over the canned, but some people prefer the can. I'm also making sourdough bread with butter, just keeping that simple. I'll slice it and just have it right next to some softened butter. I'm not in charge of dessert this year, so I'm not going to be baking any sweets. So all I got to do is the turkey, mash, veggies, gravy, dressing, bread, and cranberry sauce. So Tuesday, I'll be starting some bone broth. I'll let that cook overnight, and I'll strain it Wednesday and save it to use for my Thursday assembly of the cornbread dressing. I will also use that bone broth for gravy. Wednesday, I will start my sourdough dough to ferment overnight, and we'll bake it Thursday morning. I'm also going to make cornbread for the cornbread dressing on Wednesday. I'll make the cranberry sauce on Wednesday. I'm going to have the boys bring in tables and chairs from the shed, and I'm going to go ahead and set up all of the dining area and decorate Wednesday peacefully and calmly so that it's all ready on Thursday. I don't have to worry about it at all on Thursday. I'll probably also put some butter out to soften so that it's easy to spread on the bread on Wednesday. Thursday, I'll be cooking a lot. So I'll make the mashed potatoes and the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to make some hot apple cider and the turkey, of course. The cornbread dressing, all the ingredients will be available and ready to use. So I will assemble that. I will bake the dough that was fermenting all night for the sourdough. I plan on making 3 loaves, and then when it's time to serve, we'll make the gravy. And I think it's going to go pretty smoothly. We have learned through the years to not overdo it or overcomplicate the recipes we use, because then we're cooking all day and we literally eat for like 20-30 minutes and it's over. And I just prefer to make a little bit on Tuesday, a little bit Wednesday, have everything just smooth on Thursday, and then really have a good chunk of Thursday to enjoy the family and rest. So that's the plan. I would love to hear what you guys are making this year. If you're hosting, if you're going somewhere, what you're bringing, what you're cooking, all that fun stuff. I hope you have a fantastic week with your family and friends. God bless you, and see you soon.